Yes, welcome to the Vanguard Show podcast. Today, Sunday, and I believe it's September 18th, 2022. The Vanguard Show is being sponsored by the Los Angeles City of Panthers photo exhibit, which will be opening at the Southwest Arts Center October 15th, 2022, Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. So definitely come check it out. I have a very special guest in the building today, Brother Kari Stalker. He's a artist, graphic designer. He's a activewear, lifestyle, and fashion designer as well. And definitely, we want to let you know that he's the owner of Outcasted World. And I'm gonna make sure he give you all the information on Outcasted World. We don't see him physically, but you'll definitely be tuned in to what he looks like and what he's promoting. And he's just an outstanding young brother. Kari, welcome to the Vanguard Show.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Yes, glad to have you. Sorry we can't get your face. Like say, handsome young man. We'd love to see you, but we're gonna make sure we definitely get people to check out your company and your websites and Instagram and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just little technical difficulties, but we're
And
gonna power through. Yes, sir.
I've run into that a few times myself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, people like yourself, artists, I've always had a tremendous respect for artists, whether it be those who display artistry through their pen, through the artwork, through music. It was Picasso who once said that our goal in life is to discover our gift. Our purpose in
Yes.
life is to give it away. When did you first discover your gift, and how did you figure out how to share it with the public?
Originally, I have just always been into art ever since I was a kid. Of course, cartoons were always a big inspiration.
Mhm.
So once I started looking at cartoons as a kid, I wanted to draw them and replicate them. And eventually I wanted to create my own characters. And I'm still doing that today with Outcast The World. It's just funny how it all kind of is
Mm.
connected like that. But yeah, like just watching cartoons and my mom is really creative as well. So watching her be creative, like she was a fashion designer.
Mm.
So kind of seeing her world, that was really interesting as well. But yeah, just being around like animation and cartoons, and that was just always inspiring to me, like to be creative and start drawing. So that was when I really picked up the pencil and started going at it.
Oh, wow. Okay. And tell me about your upbringing and how you develop your love and passion for art.
Yes. Once I kind of got into the cartoons, I just wanted to keep going with it. And eventually, more and more things started to pique my interest, and fashion was one of those. So once I got started with that, it just kept going, and I wanted to draw, create, and just put as much content out and just as much as possible. And I'm still continuing to do that today. So it's been great.
Okay. And describe what is Outcasted World and how did you come up with that title?
Yes, Outcast World is a clothing brand that I created. Outcast World stands for the individuals in this world that feel outcasted, mistreated, or misunderstood. This world, that's it's a fictional world, but this world is for those people. So if you ever feel misunderstood or you ever feel outcasted, this is the place where you can go. But with Outcast World, this is a fictional story, and there are characters that you are going to create or that you're going to see, and you're going to see like why, oh okay, they were outcasted in their world, but they can come to this place and be themselves and not be judged by anything that they represent or stand for. It's like they can come here and be themselves, and that's kind of what we stand by with Outcast World.
Okay. And who do you work with within the Outcast? Who did you work with to get this all together?
So it's currently just me and the family. It's a family owned business for sure. But I owe a lot of my inspiration to a group of my friends that I met in college. I attended the University of West Georgia, and I graduated with a graphic design degree, but I was around a lot of fashion designers.
Okay.
So
Mm.
two of my friends, they had their clothing brands already in production when I was in college. So just watching them work was a huge inspiration. Like just watching them do their, pop-up shops and their meetups and
Yeah.
going to all those events. It was like, okay, if they can do it, I know I can do it, but I'm just gonna do it my way. And then I got to shout out my good friend Blair from Honor Roll Clothing. Just they took me under their wing and he taught me so much, and the whole team at Honor Roll, like I learned so much from them, and I still work with them. So big shout out to them for sure. But yeah, like just learning from them and growing is just, it's been like a tremendous experience for sure.
Okay. And I follow your Outcasted World website as well as the Instagram page and your personal page as well. And
Yes, sir.
I just get this strong sense of family. What does family mean to you in terms of what it's been able to do for you in terms of building these ventures?
Family is everything, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it's beautiful when you have a dream and a goal, and you just wake up and they're behind you. They're supporting you. They're like, hey, we're here for this. Go for it. Like when I started the clothing brand, the first person I told was my mom and dad, and they were like, hey, we're behind you. But if you're gonna do this, do it right. So they
Right.
you were like, hey, this is what we recommend. This is
Mhm.
how we would do it. Now it's your turn. And they still give me advice. They still help me, with business stuff. And, if I have a creative question, I'll be like, hey, I want to do it this way. Do you think it'll work? And they'll be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or they'll be like, I don't know if that'll work.
Right.
But I always come to them because like they are my foundation. They are the reason I am who I am today. So yeah.
Okay, and I get by the look and the it just looks like a very open active wear, fashion wear, just lifestyle. Is that what you're trying to achieve with Outcasted World?
The goal with Outcast the World is to tell a story. And the story, I can give you like the quick synopsis, quick one. But the story of Outcast the World is that there are three individuals that were outcasted from their original planet.
Okay.
So they're from three different planets, and they're searching for a place where they can feel accepted for who they are,
Hmm.
and they couldn't find a place.
Well,
So they're traveling through the galaxy and they find this planet and they say, okay, this is where it's going to be. This is Outcast World. This is where we're going to set up shop. This is where we're going to set up base. So those three individuals created Outcast World, and then they go into space and go to different planets and invite other people to that world so
okay.
that they can know, hey, this is this is where you belong. You can be yourself here, and that's the story that I want to tell. And then that's just chapter one.
Okay.
Every every the basically every collection is a chapter. I'm adding to the story. There is a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I want people to know that. I want them to know what they're buying into. Like this is a real thing. So when we get to like the meat of the clothing brand, like we're gonna be head deep in it, and it's gonna be a lot of like information, and it's gonna be a lot of storytelling. There's gonna be characters, like it's gonna be like Marvel Universe. It's gonna be
Okay.
the Marvel
Oh,
Universe of clothing, pretty
okay.
much.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's
Awesome.
it's it's a lot. I have a lot of stories already written,
Yeah.
so I'm just bringing it to everybody now. So we're on a roll now.
Okay. And give us the information in terms of website, Instagram, for the company yourself, all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So a best way to get my to go to the Outcast World is Instagram at Outcast World. If you go there, you will see everything there. I post everything on that page. So if you're interested in seeing my work, go to Instagram at Outcasted World. And then I also have a website, and it's outcasted-world.shopify.com. So,
Oh,
but the link is in the Instagram info. So just swing by, follow if you would like, but stay tuned because it's just gonna keep getting better and better. Like I said, like each collection, I'm adding to the story. Like it's purposeful. I'm not just throwing a collection out there just to, get a quick little attention. Like this is a long going thing, and I feel like it'll be worth the investment in the long run.
Okay. And also tell me about Outcasted World being featured in the Black Boy Art Show on October 16th.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
tell me about that.
Yes, sir. That all I can say is
And
that
just for people to see.
yes, this is me. Yes, sir.
Black
Yes,
Boy
sir.
Art Show.
Black Boy Art Show. Okay, so the quick rundown with Black Boy Art Show, it was a blessing. It was truly a blessing. I on my personal page, at Kari Stalker, I posted, "Hey, does anyone have a show that I could go to?"
Right.
I just like, hey, I need a show. I need a show. Like we got to get this thing moving. I want to.
Sometimes you got to put it out there, right?
You got to put it out there. So I just like, hey, I need a show. I want to meet people. I want to get to know people. I want to tell people about my brand. Like I'm tired of just doing online. I'm like, okay, let's get outside. Let's do this. So one of the guys that I know, he just was like, hey, I just signed up for the show.
Okay.
And he's a fashion designer too. He was like, I know you can get in. He was like,
okay.
Cool. He was like, you come on, man. He was like, you got this. So I signed up, and then it's like the waiting process, like, will you be selected? Da, 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 da. And then they email me back. They're like, you're in. I'm like, oh, it's a wrap. It's done. We're good. So
beautiful.
I got that. I got in, and yes, it's October 16th. Please just go to blackboyartshow.com, the Atlanta show. Anyone who can go that day, I think it's just going to be awesome. I saw the list of who's going to be there. Mm-hmm. We got some heavy hitters, man.
Okay.
I mean, we got some talented people there. So like, I'm just honored to be associated with those, men and women, those artists of that show. So I'm just like happy to be there. So I can't wait to meet the artists. I can't wait to meet the people. And I just can't wait to push Outcasts The World into the world more, for sure.
Okay. And give me that website once again, Black Art Show website.
It's blackboyartshow.com.
Blackboyartshow.com. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and I noticed on your your social media in terms of Outcasted World, I see there's some soccer themes, there's some outdoor themes, hiking. Yes. I mean, you just and then it's also quite fashionable, and your designs definitely show a story, as you say. How purposeful was that in terms of wanting to do that, and why did you want to do that?
Yes, so the visuals to my clothing brand are very purposeful. When I started Outcasted World, I noticed that there are some clothing brands that just don't get it. They just don't get that we are visual people. We need a story. We need a theme. And like I've just been looking at how Kanye, Jerry Lorenzo, all of these like great Black fashion artists, how they visually tell their stories, like with their fashion. It's not just the garments. It's the entire photo shoot. It's everything, every detail, every music video, everything matters. So when I put out a post, I'm like, okay, does this reflect my brand? Will this positively push the narrative that I want to tell? So when we did the soccer collection, man, I was like on cloud 9 because it happened so organically. I'm big into soccer. I love soccer. I can play all day to the sun up to the sundown.
Wow.
I'm passionate about soccer. That's my sport. I love it. So I knew I wanted to implement that into the clothing brand because there are, whether you believe it or not, there are outcasted people in sports. So for example, the character that I used for Outcasted World Summer Collection was this character that was injured and is coming back from an injury. Okay. So in that mindset, you have to think you are an outcast because everyone on your team is good to go. They're training, they're good to go, and you're recovering. So the character Asia Villathong, she's my friend. She is recovering, and this is based on a true story. She tore her ACL, so she had to come back. Exactly, like she had to come back and become the best version of herself. So I took that and I said, hey, I want to use you as a character inspiration for this clothing brand. So that's why she's like the forerunner, and you see her so much. So the number 47 is so important in the summer collection because that's the number that symbolizes, you know, coming back and, you know, being the best version of yourself.
Wow.
So Asia is just, that's the homie. That's like my best friend. So she's really good at soccer. So with that summer collection, all of those people aren't models. Those are my friends. So like it was organic. We were chilling. We were working, but we were chilling. So like I was like, hey, listen to the photographer, like focus. They were just like goofing around. I was like, I can't yell at y'all,
right?
You know. But I had to go in director mode. I was like, hey, focus. So
you had to guide the campaign, basically.
Exactly. Yes. And then the photographer, he was a soccer player too. So we were just all mentally there. We were good. So all we had to do was get the product. We just had to get the product, get the pictures, and then we were done. So now it's just looking back at it, I smile every time I look at the pictures because I'm like, this is a moment, a day that none of like we'll never forget. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful experience for sure.
Outstanding. And what are your future plans you have for Outcast World, and are you working on other projects?
Yes, I am always working.
All right.
I am always working. So the fall collection has been completed. If you go to the Black Boy Art Show in Atlanta, that is where the fall collection will be released. So that's the next big thing. Everything is done. There is some soccer elements in this collection, but there's also some space elements in this collection because now we're moving forward, and in the story we are going to meet new characters. So that are from space, they're from different planets, but the thing about it that makes it relatable to us is that they're different, but we're all connected and at the end of the day. So I want to have these characters that people can relate to, and they have stories that they can relate to. So the next character I'm happy to introduce will be Eldridge Hampton.
Oh, wow.
And if you know,
I'll relate to that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I will give a small preview of that in the fall collection. And then the next collection, you will hear his complete story. So if you know Eldridge and Hampton, very powerful, heavy hitter names that have affected the Black community in a very positive way. Eldridge Cleaver, Fred Hampton.
Absolutely.
Of course. I wanted to pay homage to those characters. So this character, Eldridge Hampton, is a very powerful Black man, but he's very smart, intelligent, and he was an astronaut. So that's how he gets to space. But that's all I can tell you at the moment. But
all right.
He is inspired by these, powerful, influential African-American leaders, and he is an African-American leader within Outcasts The World. So that's where you see the connection, that there are real life connections to these characters. So like definitely, I know you will enjoy that, but we need to spread the history and let people know, like, why is his name Eldridge? Well, funny you ask.
Funny you ask, right?
Funny you ask. But yes. So
awesome.
that's next. That's next. So everyone look out for that fall collection. And then after that, we're just gonna keep it going.
Okay. And I do have something I wanted to share with you real quick. Let me see, and let me know if you could see it as well.
Okay.
All right. Can you see that?
Viewing.
It was actually a picture of you and myself.
Oh, I can't see it at the moment, but I know what picture you're talking about.
Oh, yes.
It is crazy how time flies.
That was 4 years ago, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop that since I can't show it to you. But in conclusion, how can people reach out to you and give you all your social medias, your emails, contacts, everything people would need to know to check out you as well as Outcasted World?
Yes, sir. All right. So for Outcast The World, if you go to Instagram at Outcasted World, please contact me and let me know if you're interested in any product. My website is outcasted-world.myshopify.com if you're interested in any product. Everything is still available from the summer collection. So we have soccer jerseys, soccer shorts, and t-shirts available. We have past collections available, so you can check that out as well. And the story of Outcast World is on the website. So if you want to check that out, you can go there as well. But my main interaction with my family and my friends and people, supporters, is Instagram. Is just the easiest at the moment. So at Outcast the World. And yeah, that's where I'll be. So just hit me up. And my personal page is at Kari Stalker. So if you just have any questions about Outcast World, don't feel free to just hit me up.
Okay. And do you want to shout out anybody on the team, friends, just before we go?
Of course, the big man upstairs, God. This would not be possible without him.
Absolutely.
So yes, sir. Jesus, thank you for this opportunity. And I know that everything is happening for a reason. So I am just thankful for every challenge, every blessing, everything that is coming my way. I know that he will protect me and he will push me forward. Mom and dad, love y'all as always. And then my friends and family, everyone that has bought a piece of merchandise from the clothing brand, thank you so much. More to come.
Well, brother, it's been an honor, and I'm so proud of you because I met you 4 years ago along with your father.
Yes, sir.
And I was immensely impressed with you and your talents, and continue to share your talent with us. And we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you so much, sir. Glad to be a part of the show today. Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. And hold on after I get off, because I just wanted to get with you real quick. But again, thank you for coming on, brother. And we'll be looking out for Outcasted World and all your projects.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.